This is Tanzania, and if you lived here, this is the kind of walk to school your kids would probably have. Because of the way the villages and the schools are laid out and spread out, that walk can be long and it can be dangerous. How'd you like that? Well, Diane Runavara is here from MSU. She's trying to bring the schools and the villages closer together, make it a lot safer and easier for the kids to get to school. And she's trying to make the schools a whole lot better once they get there. And it turns out that's a big reason to celebrate.
They are so appreciative about having this school there, and so they're giving thanks to all of us who have been part of the building of the preschool.
This new school's location means little kids don't have to go so far to get to school.
So it's 7 kilometers to the nearest school. So there are wild animals that can attack children.
The idea for the school came with a simple offer of land from a village elder.
And he says, I didn't get to go to school, but my dream is that these children can have an education. So he told us the last time we were here, he hoped that he would be alive when the school opened, and he is.
This school is just one of a bunch of projects that's aimed at the students of Africa through MSU's Tanzanian Partnership Program.
So in the schools in Milola, we put in piping and some domestic points near the school and near the health center so the schools could have water. And we'll do the same thing here. First, we're going to put in a rainwater harvesting system, and then there's a spring up here, and the water will be piped to the school from the spring.
The paint isn't even dry on the tables and chairs as the students say hello to their new teacher.
But it's really great now to see the kids that are going to go to school, the commitment of the village to maintain the school. It's really, really gratifying.
Claude Mungongo is a professor. You see, he grew up in a village just like this, and he knows the value of education.
Involving myself into a project like this one is sort of, remembering my own way of development, but also reminding me I have a role to play to improve the situation of kids like these ones. It sort of opened up, the key to development, that we have given hope, much hope, to these kids here.
Milola is down south in Tanzania. Up north is the tiny Maasai village of Naitolia, where people live in very basic ways, and one of their biggest needs is the most basic, water. MSU is hard at work here too.
Water is the main problem here. During the 70s, one of the settlers here built a borehole about 5 kilometers away from here. And that has been helping the livestock keepers here, and people have been living in this place to get at least some potable water. But the distances have been a major problem here.
Parts of Africa need water, and they have always needed water. But some of the locals in places like this, just outside of Kilimanjaro, are saying that they are seeing the climate change, and they say things are getting even worse.
Climate change is a reality here. With changing times, rain has become more and more erratic, and there are years when it doesn't rain at all. So it's very unpredictable, and people really get problems for potable water and water for livestock drinking.
It's dry here, like really dry. The rain that does come nourishes the crops, the livestock, and the people. But even that little bit of water also means predators. Yeah, the scary kind, big teeth, sharp claws, and, well, you get the idea. Might not look like it, but this is a wildlife highway, and where predators, cattle, and villagers meet, it means a dangerous crossroads. Not good.
They cross right through Naitolia, so it can be quite destructive, and it makes it difficult for children who live quite a ways away from the schools to walk to school. It can be dangerous for them when the animals are moving through the village.
Claude's working with Diane Runavara from MSU. Together, they're trying to get the water closer to make things even easier and safer. The money for this project is private and anonymous. The goal? Make lives in these villages better by working with the locals. It doesn't stop there. When you're here, you're in a kind of living laboratory. It's about learning what works here and what doesn't, and using that to help out other people, people in need in any part of the world.
Water is the beginning and end of everything. Everything else depends on water.
Basic problems that need answers. Partners working together to bring solutions where they are desperately needed.